All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
All right.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, you talking about these jerseys?
Yeah.
And a pretty good
you want to quit?
Here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25.
I was finna say I'll just put on red just in case they try to do some junk like that again. I just click.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Julio, I remember what that did to you.
First down, Brissett. He finds an opening past the 40. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
Well, Buck, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively on the very first snap
I'm finna change it up. I'm finna throw it to all.
Like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10. Just outside the 30. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small.
All right, everybody, we can see me.
On 2nd and 12.
It's a ball!
But it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away. Eddie Jackson.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a
I
first
forgot that Stacy put this man left-handed, bro. Golly.
Quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the swing. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run here with Freeman.
This sucked, man. I forgot that
line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down and goal. Brissett steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
QB's trash. Let's go. Jim.
This is third and goal. Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction.
I gotta leave and come back.
Offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here's Bach.
Yo, Ralph.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Corona going around. That's what he wanted to do.
Hard.
Oh, yeah, we run the man, bro. We got Chris Ayers now.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's upended at the 33.
Chris Harris, you got to see it better, bro.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They won't let me shoot. Alright. Dude, why they keep saying?
First carry now for David Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the safety creep.
First down, a run with Cohen. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 47-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Locke. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Dang, bro, I don't know why they put me on the safety just then. Usually every other time I be on the linebacker.
Yards.
That what's the name? When you do.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and
That boy
goal.
D.J. Jones was so
Goes
fast.
backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Check 43. Right.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So we got man. 45, Mike, 45. Stop your whining.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
He can't hang. Come on. Mike 27. Here's
Brissett.
Golly, bro, I ain't left that open.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
After the run, Luck on the throw. Trying to lay one
Good dive.
deep. Well, this is taken in. It's
Where's
complete.
my defensive line?
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Chicago.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I don't know what it is that you done to me.
Let's see what you got. Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
A shotgun snap for Luck. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught.
My safety just stood there.
Bears in for the score. And the Bears have taken the lead.
He took you to school.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Bears 7, Falcons 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 38, Brissett.
Like, why you ran out so far, bro?
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs.
Well, he was supposed to run the post route, I don't think.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and 2, Luck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Oh, and
Press
a
the wrong
bad
button.
throw
Press the
there.
wrong
It's
button.
intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Luck. He finds Robinson. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, Mike 7. Mike 37. Squeeze, double. There we go, 37 to Mike. Mike 37. We ain't giving up nothing to them. There we go, 37.
Throwing is Luck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I said I was going to block
Please tell me
it
this
too.
doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Mike 27, Mike
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Hey, y'all block, bro.
Nowhere to
Give me a
escape,
few
and he
seconds,
goes
man.
down. Khalil Mack, his second
Gosh,
sack of
Khalil
the
Mack
night.
is throwing you.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Brissett, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Check me out. Check me out. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Switch.
Here's Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Complete to Jones. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check three. Monday.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Luck now to throw. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Play fake. Brissett. He'll buy some time right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Complete to Austin Hooper. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 40-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Freeman. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
Bruh, they've been so long. Juwan, you good, dude? That man selling.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run with Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check out. 390. 12. Here we go. Everyone, 37. Hey, team 6. Let's get that ball right here. Everyone, 37 to Mike. Mike 37. 65.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Motion man, motion man. Watch 12, watch 12. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Hey,
back to throw, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
check 13, check 13.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Slam.
From the gun, here's Love. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
Seen it, bro.
Let's just face it. This offensive line,
I was really scared because I had played up too far.
It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on 1st down, Brissett flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Any weapon.
Now Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Take 4.
Love. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Vic Beasley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Patterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Orbit. There we go. 37's the mic. Mike 37. In your face.
Out of the gun. Luck. Finding Gabriel complete. With a quick slant. Good for 8 and a first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Patterson. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Go! Line 40! You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
check Mike 57. Mike 57. 57. Mike 57. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Patterson on the carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color.
He better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out.
Man, bro, I know them niggas out for some reason.
Yeah, wasn't I broken Reese? One the other one like
broke his down collarbone. Season.
That boy finna had to put what's name in the backfield.
Take it all the way down and just take the delay.
That man finna put what's name in the backfield. That man finna put Cordell Patterson there running back the whole game.
That ought to be the final act to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense, and what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away.
I ain't had time to do nothing, to be honest. Maximally admit, destroyed my offensive line.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.